The Star Princess, a huge liner, 109,000 tons. At 965 feet long, the ship would stick out of BC Place almost 100 feet on each end. The top masts of the vessel would pierce the roof and stick out 15 feet. She is not the largest ship to visit Vancouver.
This ship is so large it won't fit through the Panama Canal, and it's 109,000 gross tons. That's a lot, you know, that's big. The challenge will be through the Lions Gate Bridge. I don't think we're going to have any problem with that at all. The ship handles exceptionally well. She comes around smartly. She, as big as she is, as wide as she is, she answers her helm very quickly. She's a lady. The whole object of the exercise is to work for the captain to get his ship safely in and out of port without incidents, without damage to the pier, damage to the ship.
With over 3,000 souls on board, she carries every possible comfort and luxury for her passengers.
From the time he enters Canadian waters till the time he leaves Canadian waters, there's a Canadian pilot aboard the ship.
Dawn, she enters Vancouver Harbor on her maiden voyage to our coast.
Our prime objective is to have a non-event, just an average non-eventful day into Vancouver.
Yes, good morning. Looking like about
2.5 miles west. Sure. Good ship? Thank you. Steady.
Steady.
Starboard fire.
Starboard fire.
You start the turn before you get to the bridge, because you want to complete the turn while you're under the bridge. Mid-ship?
Mid-ship.
At one point, nothing will distract you. While the ship is still moving, nothing will distract you.
All those people want to make sure we're going to make it under the bridge.
We have 61 meters between the water line and the bridge, and we have 56 meters from the water line of the ship to the top of the mast. So we have, we'll have 5 meters clearance. They say whether you know it or not, there's moments of high stress, and that could be one of them, yes.
Please do.
Now we will, and we'll be right there, and you got one of the finest bridge teams I've ever seen, so right now it's fine? Yes.
Okay. So now just
go ahead and do, yeah, all right.
Hot pot.
Just testing the astern.
Like, as soon as we go into that turn, we'll,
She has every modern aid to navigation. Her ultra-modern bridge and highly trained and experienced crew can maneuver her to dock with finger-light controls. The cruise ship industry is crucial to the economic well-being of British Columbia. The ships and their passengers pump millions of dollars annually into our economy.
That we owe so much to the cruise ship industry in this city of ours. When we talk about $500 million annually into Western Canada and $1.5 million every time a cruise ship docks, we have got to know that every time someone sails into this great harbor and into this great city, that they're going to come back when we have days like these and when we have a city that is so spectacular.
Because it's more than a cruise, folks. It's the Love Boat. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to invite Jamie Soleil and David Pelletier to now officially name Island Princess.
I name this ship Island Princess. May God bless her and all who sail in her.
A busy cruise Saturday will see cruise ships entering the harbor line astern. Four cruise ships on a Saturday means that over 16,000 passengers pass through our city, arriving and leaving. The cruise ships capitalize on our breathtaking scenery and pristine wilderness, making it an ecologically sound revenue generator. Every cruise ship requires the services of 2 pilots working 6 hours on, 6 hours off to guide it through the narrow waterways which are part of the cruise's attraction. Cruise ship passengers are forever seeking novelty, and the smart cruise ship operators make sure they deliver. They seek out the unusual and the scenic to offer, and this has been a boon for many of the tiny communities of British Columbia. Nootka Sound. A wilderness all those years ago when Captain Cook dropped anchor in what he called Friendly Cove. Still a wilderness. The world enters Nootka Sound at dawn, heading up the inlet to Tassos. The world, a different concept in cruise liners, has apartments instead of cabins, and people purchase their living space and live on the ship. The world must constantly seek out novel experiences for its passengers to keep them on board. No ship has entered Tassos Inlet since the lumber mills closed, but now the pilot guides the world to safe harbor. And the townspeople turn out to welcome her.
It's on the itinerary for several reasons, for the beauty. It's a deep fjord. We had knowledge of Tassos having a deep sea port, a dock, so we could dock the ship, which is important for us. And not many small towns have that. We said, okay, let's go and see it and try it, and we're very happy we're here. Me personally, I felt real good because I was born in Norway, and coming here was almost like sailing in a fjord of my homeland. It was beautiful coming in. Well, you know, when you sail an inland waterway like we do here in Canada, we need a pilot on. We need a person who knows the local area. We need a person who can tell us where the shallow water is, so to speak. We need a person who can tell us about the local conditions of current and wind and all these things that are so important for safe navigation. You deal with nature, you deal with the elements, and when you deal with nature and elements, you need human beings, and the pilot is there to take us safely through this beauty of this country and the scenery that we experience.